Now it is currently raining heavily outside. You can hear the noise, but I must do this particular video here because there is something which is very, very important that I must explain. Let me read for you this statement which says that the government is not worth fighting for. The chairperson of the President's Council of Economic Advisors is busy calling Kenyans condor. Moses Kuria cannot stop attacking the DP. The cost of fuel keeps rising with the blame on the Ukraine, Russia and Israel-Hamas war. Some people in government keep hiring Azimio sympathizers who are just crippling the government from within. Decisions in the government are being rushed and later reversed when shit hits the fan. The government employees are rude and arrogant. The government has ignored the people who stood with them during the campaigns since 2019. I also came across this particular article from the Taifa Leo newspaper, which is basically talking about the current harsh economic situation and how President William Ruto's Kenya Kwanza Alliance government is not providing the suitable or the favorable environment for doing businesses, and how Kenyans and the foreign investors have reacted to this. Let me just read for you very briefly this particular statement. It says that, though it is in Kiswahili language, the headline says, mipango ya serikali ya kunywa maji. Wakenya na wamiliki wa biashara wabuni mbinu mbalimbali za kuhepa makali ya ushuru na kodi mpya za serikali ili kudumisha faida na ajira. It proceeds to say that bei ya mafuta, the fuel prices. KRA yapoteza shilingi bilioni 12 baada ya Wakenya wengi kuacha kutumia magari yao kutokana na bei ya juu ya mafuta. And remember that the government said recently that we expect the fuel prices to increase up to 300 Kenya shillings. What about the M-Pesa? Wafanyabiashara waondoa huduma ya till number ili kuepuka ushuru. Wawekezaji wa kigeni. Now these are the foreign investors. Zaidi ya wawekezaji 6,000 wajiondoa katika soko la hisia la Nairobi, the NSE. The foreign investors have defected. Mikataba ya kikazi. Now these are the employment contracts. Waajiri waamua kuajiri vibarua badala ya wafanyikazi wa kudumu. That is how the employee contracts are being affected with the current situation. But this is how President William Ruto has responded back to all these issues through his leaders. Let me read for you this article from the Star newspaper, just the headline, which says, Kenya is paying for Uhuru Kenyatta's blunders. So basically, the Kenya Kwanza Alliance is blaming all these issues on the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta. So yesterday, the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, was trending, and I believe that he is still trending on Twitter up to now. And in this particular video here, I just want to explain to you the reasons as to why Uhuru Kenyatta is trending. But before that, if you are watching me up to this point, yet you haven't subscribed, I'm requesting you to please take a second or two and subscribe to this channel. You can also hit the like button. If you give this video a like, YouTube will be able to automatically recommend this video and this channel to reach out to others. That is how we grow in this channel. To my returning subscribers, I really want to appreciate you for your continued support. Without your support, this channel cannot be where it is currently. You can also press the notification bell so that you can automatically receive the notifications updates from YouTube itself immediately I post a video on this channel. Now let us go straight into the details of this meeting. The first reason as to why Uhuru Kenyatta is trending on Twitter is because he had already warned his people from the larger Mount Kenya region. Let me read for you this statement which says, Kenya is on autopilot to leave Wawon. Now, truth be told, I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't mean to offend any region, but I just want us to talk about the situation as the way it is. The larger Mount Kenya region, the residents there are well known for doing businesses. They are very good at that. And I'm talking to you as someone who is staying in Kiambu, so I know what I'm talking about here. The businesses are currently very much affected with the current situation. We all love our President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto, but there are some mistakes that William Ruto is committing, very costly mistakes that can affect his performance, that can affect his coming 2027 general election bid. Let me give you an example of the fuel prices. I don't think if it's a good idea for William Ruto just to allow the fuel prices to increase up to 300 Kenyan shillings. Even though during his yesterday's meeting, the PG meeting, with over 200 MPs, I'm told that William Ruto said that his hands are tied completely and there's nothing that he can do. But I tend to think that William Ruto should at least provide subsidies on fuel prices for a period of time just to caution the Kenyans. Kenyans cannot afford those prices. And the Taifa Leo newspaper has just told us that Kenya is currently losing billions and billions of shillings simply because of the fuel prices and how Kenyans are responding to that. So I think William Ruto must do something on that one. Also, listening to the ground. William Ruto must listen to the ground. He must listen to the ground, what the ground is saying. Majority of Kenyans are suffering. You know, at least we saw the green light on the high cost of living because the prices of unga have reduced and several basic commodities are reducing. But when the cost of fuel is rising, it can affect everything. Kenyans are really suffering. I think William Ruto should just listen to the ground by himself. I don't think if William Ruto should just listen to his economic advisors. They have very good intention of making this country to be great again. But the measures that they are pressing on Kenyans, I don't think it's a good idea. And thirdly, I strongly believe that William Ruto must now stop promising and he must act. William Ruto has been promising Kenyans very many things. Kenyans have now started to judge him on that. He should immediately act on what he has promised. Remember previously, William Ruto made it very clear, and he also repeated during an exclusive interview on the national TV, saying that the prices of gas cylinders will be sold at 300 Kenya shillings. He promised that, I think it was last year, if I'm not wrong. Up to date, how much is the price of the gas cylinder? You know, those are the kind of issues, the mistakes that William Ruto is committing. So he must stop promising, let him just act. So those are the kind of issues that we must correct William Ruto. And especially right now that Raila Odinga is no longer complaining, is no longer keeping the government in check. Raila Odinga has kept quiet. He wants this government to fail. So let us wait and see how things will turn out to be. Otherwise, that was it. I don't have much. Let me also know your thoughts, your views and your opinions on the comment section below. Let me see you again in my next political analysis. But please don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye.